कुंजा बिहारी गोपीजना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपीजना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोधनंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोधनंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय गुरुदेवा 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 जय गुरुदेवा निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय गौर भक्त फॉरगेट अगेन एंड अगेन श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखावितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So we have to save time because we are running short of time for our Bhakti Shastri course. Now we'll recite the Isopanishad mantras. Shri Ishopanishad Mangalacharan. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vashishyate ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीत मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम् कुर्वन्नैवेह कर्माणि जिजीविषे शतं शमाः एवं त्वयि नान्यथेत्वस्ति न कर्म लिप्यते नरे असूर्यनाम ते लोका अन्धेन तमसावृताः तांस्ते प्रेत्याभिगच्छन्ति ये के चात्महनो जनाः अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयो नयनद्देव आप्नुवम् पूर्वमर्षत् तद्धावतो अन्यनत्येति तिष्ठत् तस्मिन्नपो मातरिश्वा ददाति तदेजति तन्नेजति तद्दूरे तदवन्तिके तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य तदु सर्वास्यस्य बाह्यतः यस्तु सर्वाणि भूतान्य आत्मन्येवानुपश्यति सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानं ततो नाभिजुगुप्सते यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतान्य आत्मेवाभूद्विजानतः तत्र को मोहकः शोकः एकत्वम् अनुपश्यतः सपर्यागा शुक्रम अकाय अवर्णम अस्नावीरम शुद्धम अपाप विद्धम कवेर्मनीषी परिभू स्वयंभूर याथा तत्यतो अर्थान् व्यदधात् शाश्वतीभ्यः समाभ्यः अंधम तमसः प्रविश्यन्ति ये विद्यामुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो य उ विद्यायामृताः अन्यदेवाहुर्विद्यया अन्यदाहुरविद्यया इति शुश्रुमधीराणां येनस्तद्विचक्षिरे विद्यां च यस्तद्वेदो भयं सः अविद्यां मृत्युं त्यक्त्वा विद्यायामृतमश्नुते अंधं तमः प्रविश्यन्ति ये सम्भूतिमुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो य उ सम्भूत्याद्मृताः अन्यद् एवाहु सम्भवात् अन्यदाहुर् असम्भवात् तिति शुश्रुमधीराणां येनस्तद्विचक्षिरे
Prabhuji, the video got struck.
Yes, I also not able to hear you, Broji.
Yeah, I think video and audio.
Yeah, not able to hear. You can put a message to Broji, I think.
Yeah, I think he is not there in the meeting. Okay, let me check.
Could be connectivity issue temporarily.
Raghuji's audio is mute. Reciting the shlokas with audio is mute.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I think you're on mute.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was just saying we have completed introduction, invocation, and some part of the first verse of Ishopanishad. Today we are going to continue from where we left last time. So in short, the Ishopanishad first verse is called Ishavasya verse. Okay, Ishavasya means living a life which is God-centered. God-centered life living is called Ishavasya. Means recognizing the proprietorship of the Lord and accordingly accepting our quota, whatever has been set aside for us. Okay, so we'll go ahead with our reading. Okay, am I audible now to everyone?
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
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 Prabhuji.
Broji.
ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथा मा कृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम्. Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things knowing well to whom they belong. So two things are mentioned. The proprietor is the Lord. He is the controller and proprietor. He is the owner. Second thing, what is our responsibility? So if everything is under control of Lord, so shall we sleep, or we do nothing, or we snatch away others' property, or we simply blame God? What we have to do? So then it is mentioned that you have to recognize the proprietorship of the Lord and take your quota. Okay. So we have discussed that why Prabhupada was mentioning once again this four kind of defects which every conditioned soul has. Yes, because Prabhupada wants to again re-establish the authority of Vedas, because he has to establish Lord Sri Krishna's proprietorship or Isha's proprietorship. So therefore he is again mentioning about the Vedic literature that it is infallible. it is aporasya. Aporasya comes in next. Acha, here only. Aporasya. It is not spoken by any mundane person or mortal being. It is spoken by Lord Himself. Vedo Sakshat Narayana. And Vedas are not produced by the imperfect creature. Same thing. This we discussed. Then, in the first verse, it is told that Lord is the proprietor and controller of everything. So we discussed about this also, that how Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu Khammano Buddhirevacha. So how that everything inanimate or animate means which has life, and life is because of spirit and matter. In this world, life is because of spirit and matter, means we are living, we are covered by the body which is matter, and inside is the spirit. So this world is a combination of spirit and matter. So Krishna says that this all matter belongs to me because this is my apara prakriti. And then para prakriti is we all. Infinitesimal, small living entities, we also belong to the Lord because we are spiritual particles. We are part of spiritual energy. So in this way, animate or inanimate. Inanimate means non-living, so that is matter. Animate means combination of matter and spirit, so that is also belonging to the Lord. So in this way, Lord is saying, I am the proprietor. We discussed that also. Okay. So here more discussion here comes. Okay. So I think we were on this, which paragraph? This is the first, second, third, fourth. Yes, we can start from here. Yes, Yamuna Bilas Prabhu, can you read?
Yes, sure, Bhaji. Because the Supreme Being, the absolute personality of Godhead, is the complete person, he has complete and perfect intelligence to adjust everything by means of his different potencies. The Supreme Being is often compared to a fire, and everything organic and inorganic is compared to the heat.
Oh, just 1 minute. Yes, go ahead.
Is compared to the heat and light of that fire. Just as fire distributes energy in the form of heat and light, the Lord displays his energy in different ways. He thus remains the ultimate controller, sustainer, and dictator of everything. He is the possessor of all potencies, the knower of everything, and the benefactor of everyone. He is full of inconceivable opulence, power, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation.
Okay. The Parasar Muni gives the definition of Bhagwan. Aisvarasya samagrasya वीर्यस्य यशसा श्रियः ज्ञान वैराग्य युक्तेन bhaga iti shangana. Means these are 6 opulences anyone possesses is called Bhagwan in full quantity. Aisvaryasya samagrasya, Prabhupada mentions here power, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. So this is a very fundamental definition which Srila Prabhupada uses many times in his purports and lectures. So this is a definition of Bhagwan, who possesses all the 6 opulences. So Lord possesses all the 6 opulences. It is also confirmed by different acharya. Even Arjuna says that Krishna, whatever you are saying, everything is true. You are really Bhagwan. Because we know that Bhagavad Gita does not say that Krishna Vacha. It says Bhagavan Vacha, Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So every time Ved Vyas is mentioning Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, is not saying Krishna Vacha. Krishna can be friend of Arjuna, Krishna can be Yadu lovers, or he is a member of Yadus. One of the member of Yadu, very powerful member. So anybody can interpret any identity for Krishna. But here Ved Vyas is saying, no, Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishna stu Bhagavan Swayam. He clearly mentions in Bhagavatam also, but Bhagavad Gita also he uses the terminology Sri Bhagavan Vacha, not that Sri Krishna Vacha. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. So we discuss this thing actually. Supreme being is often compared to fire, and everything organic and inorganic compared to heat and light of that fire. It means what? All energies are nothing but compared like a heat and light. Prabhupada uses this analogy also, energy and energetic. So Krishna is Shaktiman and all his energy are his Shaktis. Okay. So without fire, there is no existence of heat and light. No existence of heat and light without fire. Okay. And wherever there you see there is a heat and light, you can assume there must be fire nearby. Yes, we can assume like that. It means when we see the energy, we have to guess about the energetic, that there must be some energetic. And we have discussed to some extent also that how behind every good design there's a designer and he has some purpose, there is some creator behind any kind of design, and this world has been designed by an intelligent designer having an intelligent purpose. And this purpose will be suitable for all of us. Srila Prabhupada says the human life provides all the facilities for liberating us from this world. So it offers all the facilities, especially the human form. So the energies of the Lord are all places distributed. Everywhere they are distributed. So Krishna is at one place, like a sun is at one place, and then surely sun is moving. But for analogy is mentioned, like sun is at one place, its heat and light is spread everywhere, all throughout the 14 planetary systems, wherever it can go. Surely in the down planet it does not go. So, but it is said that it is going everywhere. In the similar way, the Lord is one and his energies are many, multifarious energies, and they are distributed everywhere. This example is given in the Upanishads. कि एक अग्नि एक ही है, बट उसके हीट और लाइट बहुत सारे, lot of. Okay, so Prabhupada in Bhagavad Gita 13.3, the verse comes Kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata kshetra kshetragyor jnanam yastaj jnanam matam mama. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that two kshetragyas, kshetra and kshetragya, this is a knowledge. Kshetra means field of work, and kshetragya means one who knows that field of work. So Krishna says this body is a kshetra and the inside Atma is called kshetragya. He is Gya matlab knowledgeable. He is knowing about the kshetra. But if somebody say I am this body, so therefore Krishna is saying one who knows the difference between kshetra and kshetragya, he is knowledgeable person. क्षेत्रज्ञम चापि माम विद्धि, मैं भी एक क्षेत्रज्ञ हूँ अर्जुना, ये भी जानो. फिर आगे बोले कि क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ ज्ञानम, जिसको क्षेत्र और क्षेत्रज्ञ दोनों में अंतर पता है, यत्तज ज्ञानम, यही ज्ञानी व्यक्ति है, यही ज्ञान है. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट श्लोक है 13 चैप्टर में. Who is a knowledgeable person who knows the difference between kshetra and kshetrajya? Right now we think I am kshetra only. Kshetrajya is thinking I am kshetra, and therefore we are in illusion because we don't understand that we are not kshetra but we are kshetrajya. So everything in this world, therefore this whole concept of creator, designer, purpose, everything is coming from here, because many people are misunderstanding everything has come by itself. No, everything has not come by itself. There is a kshetra and there is kshetrajya. Some kshetrajya is making everything move. So Krishna is saying, you are kshetrajya for your body, I am kshetrajya for everyone's body. I know about everyone's body. I have knowledge of everyone's body. You know about your body. So a car is moving because there is a kshetrajya. He knows how to move the car. Kshetra cannot work by itself. It cannot move. Somebody else is required. Kshetrajya is required to intervene, to make it move. So therefore, modern scientists, they don't have knowledge of the kshetrajya. They simply think that kshetra is everything. They think material world is everything, nature is everything. But Krishna clearly says they are not knowledgeable. They are in illusion. They are in ignorance. So real knowledgeable person means he knows about difference between kshetra and kshetrajya. Okay, so this we discussed. So energy and energetic, we have to understand the difference. Energy cannot work without energetic or person. Srila Prabhupada says, one gives a nice example, we are staying in our house, and then some stone comes and it hits the window and it breaks it. So what we do? Shall we take the stone and start beating the stone? No, we know that that stone has been thrown by some person. So then we look peep to across the window and then see who has thrown the stone, because we know that some person must have thrown the stone. Means energetic person has thrown the stone. So stone is an energy. It cannot get energetic by itself. Somebody has to give energy to it, and that is called Kshetragya, one who knows how to operate Kshetra. So therefore, he can see, oh, this boy has thrown the stone. So now I have to punish the boy, not the stone. But for children, we say, na, like children, when they get hurt in their knee, and then we start beating the ground, telling to child, see, this floor has hurt you. Now I will beat the floor. The children, they become very happy. Now this floor will be beaten. So, this is just for children's knowledge. So, but we should not be in children's knowledge. We are grown up, mature people. We should understand there is a difference between Kshetra and Kshetragya. Okay. So this is done. Yes, Braj Kumar Govind Pruji. Yes, boliye.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So, from what you said, Kshetra is the body, isn't it? So the body is classified as a matter, when the consciousness, when the living body is a living entity. So what's the actual definition of matter? Is it because everything is energy? So it's a matter, it's energy that is consciousness is completely covered. What's the proper definition of matter?
See, matter is unconscious energy. It is not conscious. It is not living. And spirit is a living, it's a chit energy. It is a living entity. Like it's a chetan vastu. A chetan vastu, chetan vastu. So we are all chetana. We have chetana. We can feel, we can think, we can thinking, feeling, willing, all these things can be done. Now, in our conditioned state, our mind is doing, see, mind, it is said that the function of mind is thinking, feeling, willing, but mind cannot do without presence of the soul. So the soul's consciousness had been projected through mind and intelligence. So mind is also showing some kind of activities that it is thinking, feeling, willing. But once the soul is taken away from mind and intelligence and false ego, this body is also taken away, then mind is also dead, false ego also dead, everything is dead. So this is achetan vastu. So material energy is achetan and spiritual energy is chetan. It is having chetana. So therefore it is called superior energy, or material energy is called inferior energy. This is the difference.
So it's the consciousness there, but it's covered.
Consciousness is not present in matter. Consciousness is only present in spirit. This is very simple difference. Krishna says also.
So it's no consciousness in matter.
No, there is no consciousness in the matter. Therefore, Krishna says that whatever is matter, it cannot endure. Whatever is spirit, it will be ceaseless. It will always go ahead. It is said in the Bhagavad Gita, whatever is matter, it will not endure. Means it is a finished already. It is already finished. Already finished. It cannot endure. It will, but spirit cannot be changed.
So I'm thinking about
matter.
Krishna is present even within the atom. So Krishna is present within, like as in energy within the atom. So Krishna as in like a super consciousness being present in matter. So what is not, how does it work?
Yes, that is why, because Krishna is there, Andantaranstha Paramanu Chayantra. So that's why you are seeing some kind of consciousness in the matter. Like matter, you see the air is blowing, weather is transforming, sun is coming. It is all matter only. But why they are supposingly, or you can apparently, they are living like a live vastu or chetan vastu, because there is a Paramatma inside every atom that is making everything move. Otherwise, the whole Visarga and Sarga, there are two kind of creation happens. So before this whole creation material world was dead. It was not moving only, not moving. So Virat Purusha is a, you'll read later in the Bhagavatam, Virat Purusha is a whole embodiment of like material world, Virat Purusha. So this Virat Purusha was not becoming awakened only. This material world was dead only. Till the time the Paramatma entered, till the time Paramatma entered this material world, it was dead only. When Paramatma entered, it became alive. Even though demigods were also created that time, but still the world, the Virat Purusha was not moving. The world was not moving only. Everything, 24 elements were also there, but nothing was happening. There is slokas are there in Bhagavatam. Again, the Virat Purusha was awakened again, but he was not awakening because the whole soul of everything is Paramatma or Krishna, basically. The expansion of the Lord only is Paramatma. So when he enters into this world, then it starts moving everything. So the matter is dead, always dead. Only why it is seemingly moving, even our like laptops, some electrons are moving, some protons are moving. Why? Because of energy of the Lord, and because Lord is present, these energies are becoming activated. If Lord does not come here, gone. Achha,
So is
one
it,
more
I'm
thing.
asking again, is it absence of the consciousness or is it covered of consciousness?
No,
It makes it
it's the
matter.
absence of consciousness. Matter is always dead. There is no consciousness only. It is totally told, very clearly told in Bhagavad Gita, matter and spirit are totally different. Chetan, achetan. Both are totally separate. Matter means always dead, no consciousness. And spirit means fully conscious. Yes, spirit can be covered. Its consciousness can become material. But matter can never give rise birth to a spirit soul. Life comes from life. Life does not come from matter. Very simple. So matter can never produce life, but life can only produce another life. And that life can be covered with some matter that can be there. But matter can never produce any life. So matter
Thank you
is
very much.
lifeless. Yeah, matter is always lifeless. Yes. Dipali Mata, yes. What is the question?
Yes. Prabhu, it means kshetra means all material things, right? And
Yes.
kshetragya means
Because this chapter speaks about what are the this about this material one only, the nature enjoyer. Krishna speaks about here. So here he mentions about our body only. This body is Kshetra, and the knower of this body resides in this body, that is called Kshetragya. So this body is called, this material nature is called Kshetra. Okay, we have come here to, like Kshetra, one farmer goes to Kshetra and then he start cultivating the land to produce some crops, and then he will sell the crops, he will earn money and he will live his life. In a similar way, what we are doing, we are into this Kshetra, we are doing karma so that we can rejoice the fruits of our karma. Yes, and we will remain happy here. That is what Krishna is saying. We are trying to cultivate this Kshetra, but you understand, you are not the Kshetra, you are Kshetragya. It is a difference.
yes.
Okay. So now, yes, see Ganga Putra Prabhuji, can you read now ahead? Yes. Here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, you can read.
One should therefore be intelligent enough to know that except for the Lord, no one is a proprietor of anything. One should accept only those things that are set aside by the Lord as his quota. The cow, for instance, gives milk, but she does not drink that milk. She eats grass and straw, and her milk is designed as a food for human beings. Such is the arrangement of the Lord. Thus, we should be satisfied with those things he has kindly set aside for us, and we should always consider to whom those things we possess actually belong. Take, for example,
Okay.
which is made of earth.
Just a minute. We'll discuss now. Now, in this acknowledging Krishna's proprietorship and aligning with his instruction. So here, Prabhupada gives what is quota in nature. Now, till now, Prabhupada has explained proprietorship of the Lord. Now he is going to explain the quota, because sloka had two parts, proprietorship and quota. Now he is going to explain about quota. Okay. So he, in this first this paragraph here, he's mentioning quota in nature. What is the quota in nature? Cow, she produces milk, she eats grass and produces milk. Now the milk is not only for calf, it is also for humans. Because see, cow and humans, they are made in such a way that they have to live together. You don't find cows living in jungle. Cows are domestic animals. So then they are kept at the home, and then they are fed with fodder, and they are also kept land for gocharan bhumi. They can graze outside also. Outside only. Inside means just to in the evening they come inside our campus, and then but in the morning time they go for grazing and then come back. So the cows, they graze upon the grass given by God, and then they give the milk. If somebody does not withdraw milk from cow, then cow will shout, or you can say scream. गाय चिल्लाती है अगर उसका दूध ना निकाल. Therefore it is said she is dependent on humans. And yes, when cow can give milk, yes, when she will produce a baby or calf, जब वो calf को produce करेगी तभी वो milk देगी. And why she is giving milk? Because for her calf as well as for humans both. Now this time some even in ISKCON this kind of things are there. They say that okay, all the milk should be drunk by calf. Devotees won't drink milk from cow. But here Prabhupada clearly mentions the milk of cow is not only meant for calf. Some calves are very strong. They can drink a lot of milk. Like if a cow gives a 10-liter milk, they can drink also. Some calves, they become Nandi. Nandi means they can be progenitors. सांड बोलते हैं उसको, तो वो हो सकता है. But all calves cannot drink. Some calves are very feeble. If you make them drink, they will start having dysentery in their stomach. Problem हो जाएगा. So then the cow's milk has to be distributed. But sometimes we, in the name of care, we give so much care to the cows and calf that we forget human being, which Prabhupada says all the time that humans have to drink milk of cow to remain sane and sober, to remain Brahmanical. If we drink milk from outside a Gosala as some other person, and our cow's milk are drunk by all calf, again, it is not to say that don't give milk to calf. That is also himsa. We have to give milk to the calf, and rest of it human should drink. This should be the whole procedure actually. So therefore Prabhupada says it is not producing only milk for she does not drink that milk, she eats grass, and her milk is designated as the food for human beings. Just see, Prabhupada is clearly mentioning for human beings. Why Prabhupada is mentioning? He could have said it means milk is designated only for the calf. Then human what will say? You take your calf and live with your calf. I will take other thing. Yes, this is the nature. We are symbiotically dependent actually. Cows, we give fodder, we give different items to eat, and then mother cows gives us milk so that we can drink and we can have a better or best brain tissues to understand spiritual matter. Prabhupada says without cow protection, you cannot establish Brahmanical culture. And our ISKCON society is establishing Brahmanical culture, but it cannot be possible without cow protection. And cow protection means this: we have to protect cow, we have to protect its calves, and we have to protect its milk for human and for calf. And if extra goes, then you distribute outside. So that is other thing. So yes, so if cows are taken, now some people they don't keep cow, because cow keeping is also sometimes it is difficult, because we are living in city, difficult. So people can only keep cows when they have a lot of land, they can grow fodder. If you have field, then only you can maintain cow. Otherwise you have to spend a lot money to earn fodder, or you have to do a lot of other things, like you have to make dhoop of the cow dung, and you have to also make something of her urine, something different items you have to make and start selling. So then you have to also do some business on cow to maintain. But why this has happened now? Because we have eaten up all the cow grazing field. जितने भी गोचारण भूमि हमने खा ली, हमने अपने बिल्डिंग बना दिए, हमने अपनी खेती कर ली, and we have left nothing for cow. That is why she is suffering. She has come to the city, just roaming here and there, eating plastics. So, and people say that keeping cow is very costly. That is there because we don't have field. So when fields are there, properly taken care, cows are properly taken care, they give a lot of milk. They increase the milk also. And many other things are also there, how the breeding should, so many things and knowledge is there. So therefore, Prabhupada mentioned the quota. In the similar way, quota for lion is some flesh of a deer. Quota for frog is some insects, flying insects. Quota for snake is rat. Quota for lizard is also some insects which are flying lizard can catch and eat. These are the quota. Now, you find all these quotas are so not very standard quotas. Means if one animal starts catching its prey, then it happens that sometimes other animals also they come. Like in 11th canto, this example is given. One karanja bird was there. Heron was there. It somehow took some fish from somewhere, and many other birds started attacking, and started snatching away the prey. So then this bird understood, if I keep on holding this fish, they will kill me. So then this bird left the fish and then came out from the whole puzzle, and then came out and started seeing. Tyaga Santi Anantaram. I did Tyaga, I got Santi. Yes, the bird understood. But surely bird has to also eat something. But you find in the animal kingdom, the basic necessities are fulfilled in a very nasty way. Means you are eating, somebody else can come from behind and he can kill you, or he can take away your prey. Can we anytime assume that I'm eating prasadam and then prasadam plate is now flying to different places, or somebody else is taken away? We have nice prasadam at home or in temple, everything is kept, and we are assured that I will only eat, nobody else will take away. But animals, they are very much fearful, very much fearful. So this is a way how the arrangement has been done for the animals. They can sleep anywhere, they can eat anything. But for humans, it is not. Now, what is the quota for humans? Yes, the beginning, it starts from here. Yes, Braj Kumar Prabhuji, can you read?
Take, for example, the dwelling, which is made of earth, wood, stone, iron, cement, and so many other material things. If we think the thing in terms of Sri Ishopanishad, we must know that we cannot produce any of those building materials ourselves. We can simply bring them together and transform them into different shapes for our labor. A laborer cannot claim to be proprietor of a thing just because he has worked hard to manufacture it. Shall I continue?
Yes.
In modern society, there is always a great quarrel between the laborer and capitalist. This quarrel has taken an international shape, and the world is in danger. Men face one another in enmity and snarl, just like cats and dogs. Sri Ishopanishad cannot give advice to the cats and dogs, but it can deliver the message of Godhead to man through the bona fide Acharya, holy teachers. The human race...
Okay. Yeah, we'll discuss now. So, this is a very simple thing. One time, Srila Prabhupada, he was asked, one glass factory owner was there. Srila Prabhupada asked him, so yes, Mr. Such and such, so from where glass is coming? So he said, glass is coming from sand. Okay. So from where sand is coming? Sand is coming from nature. From where nature is coming? So then he knew that he was also some kind of devotee. So he said, it is coming from Krishna. So yes, he said, so you are telling this is your glass factory, but it belongs to whom? So he said, to Krishna. So you are what? So then he said, Prabhupada said, you are a thief. So then he said, Prabhupada, but I am also giving some donation to Krishna. So he said, okay, then you are a small thief, but you are a thief. Srila Prabhupada used to say like that. Now, a similar example, like if a carpenter you call to your home and then you give him some wood, some nails, and some instrument for making some table or some palang, bed. And then after making, he says, now, okay, I have made now, I will take now. I will take the bed and I will take the table also. Then you say, I I have given you the items. I am going to pay you the money. These items don't belong to you. These items belongs to me. So you have simply worked. In the similar way, the whole world is Krishna's property, and we are doing some manipulation by designing cars, by designing automobiles or skyscraper building and different kind of technology. So we are using the resources from God's nature, and then we say it's built by HP, it's built by Dell, it's built by some steel factory, some this factory, that factory. But already the tag is there, made by God or owned by God, proprietorship of God. But we remove that tag and put our company's name. So therefore Prabhupada says all of these people are nothing but thieves because they have taken away the property of God. So this is the way to understand how we are not recognizing the proprietorship of God. See, we devotees, when we recognize, we also become grateful, and before doing any activity we take blessings of the Lord, we become grateful while doing the activities, and at the end we offer the result to the Lord. Yes, this is the way how we do, because we have been taught in culture. This is the knowledge, but in culture we have been taught how we have to become a nice devotee of the Lord. But these outside people, materialistic people, they have no even sign of understanding that it's small bit of understanding that God is a proprietor. They just think that now I have got a job, or I have created this whole office, whole factory, this everything belongs to me, and there is no any cultural behavior done in some factories. Like Prabhupada used to say, if every company there is a Mangal Arati going on, people come together, and then they chant the Sikshastakam prayer. People come together and they take prasadam together. The prasadam is cooked in the company. So then Prabhupada says, if this happens, so there will be no strikes. There will be no strikes from labor side if you do this thing in your company. Prabhupada used to say. Why? Because now the owner, the workers, and all the people, they are now understanding the proprietorship of the Lord. And they understand this is for holy purpose. And if this will happen, surely there will be no slaughterhouses, there will be no brothel centers, other things. Because we cannot cheat God. We understand that God consciousness or the morality means we have to do, which is pious activity. So this is the way we have to put God consciousness into practice. And in schools also there should be prayers. Now prayers are happening, but they are praying to Paramatma or air. We don't know whom they are praying. They don't have any name of God. So they are very much skeptical to speak the name of God. If they speak, then there will be fight on religion. So many things are there. Now Srila Prabhupada says here, in the modern society, there is always a great quarrel between same thing, laborers and capitalists. This quarrel has taken international shape and the world is in danger. Now, this used to happen earlier a lot. Now also it happens. Either company trade off the laborers or the employees, or these laborers they start doing a strike. वो भी होता है. So companies means factories means capitalist. Yes, capitalist. Capitalist means, so I will show you one comparison between capitalist, communist, and Varnashrama. Now just see a comparison of socio-economic system. So communism, what is communism? What is caste system? Or you can say Varnashram. It's a Varnashram. And then capitalism. Why we are learning about it? Prabhupada, why is speaking in the purport? Because previously the Ishavasya principle was practiced in some certain understanding, some organized society, and that society was known as Varnashram society. But in modern age, it has taken the form of communism and capitalism. So Prabhupada used to say that how this communism and capitalism is imperfect. So communists, they say that everyone is equal. Everything belongs to government. Yes, everyone is equal. Nobody will become rich. Nobody will become poor. So everyone will get the equal resources lifelong. So then what is the problem? those people who are very lazy, they will think anyway, why I have to work? Because I am going to get, government is going to give us. So, this is a real thing. In Odisha, like one devotee was saying, in his village, the government has, or the minister, they have decided that they should give free ration to many people, or very small price ration for eating. So then many people have become lazy in that village. He was saying, Ki, Prabhuji, you can go and purchase land also there, because people don't work only, because everything they're getting free. So this is what kind of mentality? Communist mentality. You will find many lazy people because government is going to feed them. And those who have extra talent, those who want to achieve, they will also think, why we should struggle, because nothing extra is going to come with me. So better just simply be peaceful. So then most people live in scarcity and so stay dissatisfied. Means what does it mean? Scarcity means they cannot earn much. Okay, jitna ho chal raha hai, chalne do. Because you find even in the society there has to be certain kind of people who will go richer, and some certain kind of people who will go lower, because then only the work system is balanced. In Varnashram we are going to learn the head is called Brahmana, the hands are called Kshatriyas, the belly is called Vaishya, and legs are called Sudras. So if this division is not there in the society, like somebody will be thinking person, intelligent person, he will be advisory person, he'll be simply worried about how to follow the scriptures, how to teach scriptures, that is Brahmanical. He's not much worried about his maintenance, because maintenance is automatically done through the society. Then there comes the arms. Arms means Kshatriyas. So they are meant for protection, giving protection to the people. Like government, they are meant for protection. Now government is not, if somebody is sleeping outside and some thieves come and they steal away, then he has to go to police and report, and police will take find out the thief after so many days, or may not find out. So this is not the government. They are not doing the role of Kshatriya. Kshatriya means to protect. So hands are meant for protection. Hands are meant for protection and also taking tax, because Kshatriyas, they have to collect tax. Why they have to collect tax? Because they have to, like, the sun, because of sun only rains come and cloud are formed. Yes. So the sun collects the tax from ocean, rivers, and from different water bodies, and it puts into the cloud form, and then it distributes the water everywhere. The similar example is given here, like Kshatriya, he takes the tax from different people, and then he does the pious work for all public. Yes, so this is the way Kshatriya does. He takes the taxes and he protects the citizens. And then Vaishya means he produces Kisi Goraksha Vanijya. He protects animal. He cultivates land. He produces food. That is the duty of Vaishya. Like our belly, it requires food. Yes. So similar way, the Vaishyas, they produce food. Nowadays, Vaishyas are more interested in selling the things or doing Vanijya. Prabhupada says Vanijya comes later. First comes Krisi Goraksha. Vanijya later. Today, people are not producing the food which has to be eaten by the society. They are producing food which can earn a lot of money, like cash crops. They will not, because cash crops is very easy to grow. You need not to worry much. You just put a person, he will just put water, and for 1 year, after 1 year, you can harvest it. And then you get a lot of money, cash crop, sugar cane. But then when you have to put the rice, gehu, wheat, and other grains, or even vegetables, you have to look after it. Yes. So, and they are not protecting cows also. So what they're doing, you find most of the Vaishyas, they are into cities. They are simply running the businesses. Some kirana ka business, some petroleum, whatever different business they are running. And the Sudras is meant for providing service to all three higher this Varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. They provide service to them. Like carpentry work also comes, even pottery work, where the labor and the Sudras are employed. Like in army, don't think that those who fight, they are Kshatriya. They are Sudras basically. Those who are the foot soldiers, they are Sudras. So they are hired and they are given some training. Because once the king is killed, now these all foot soldiers, they run away. Because they know that we cannot fight. Our king has been killed. So they are all not Kshatriya, they're Sudras basically. They're employed for, they're given some money so that they can take care of other things. Fighting and protection, all these things. So now this is a varnashram. Now capitalism is what? Means allows wealth to determine position and power. Yes, if somebody has more wealth, he will be a powerful person and he has higher position. Wealthy people exploit the needy, and then a lot of cutthroat competition comes, insecurity comes, everyone is greedy for money, so everyone is dissatisfied. See, here also people are dissatisfied. Why? Because people are not working only. Everything is scarcity. Government देगा तो हम खाएंगे, नहीं देगा तो सोते रहो. और इधर जो जितना काम करेगा उतना उसको पैसा मिलेगा, और जितने लोगों को हराएगा, as many people you can defeat or kill, but your goal should be that you should be the richest person in your life. You should be richest person, or you should be most successful person. So this is a capitalism, result of the capitalism. Therefore you find in today's time this communism is not there much. All people are this capitalism. Even Indian government, even though they say we are democracy, they are not democracy, they are capitalist only. Who has the money? The person who has the money, he is controlling the government, basically. Therefore, you find a lot of cutthroat competition, insecurity, all these things are there. So Ishavasya principle, where God is the proprietor, has to be recognized. It was passed down in the human civilization through varnashram system earlier. And these kind of thing, like somebody is snatching the wealth of others, means taking away the others' quota. Again, wealthy people, what they do, they take a lot of the like onions or garlics, whatever these items or any costly items, so that they hold it, they close into a big go down, and then when the price will increase, then they will take out. So they are what they are doing, basically they are causing artificial inflation of money again. So they are not recognizing that this belongs to the public, this belongs to the quota of public, and we should not take away. So they are exploiting the people. You find Prabhupada used to say that in the British times in India, so there was artificial rise of money's price. Why? Because the British people, they said, if you do not join the British army, you will not be given food. So in Calcutta, it was a full famine, drought. The people are not getting food. Prabhupada mentioned that he stayed in a house in Calcutta only. He was saying to his wife, please let us go to Mayapur. The wife said, no. Then Prabhupada stayed in Calcutta and he was cooking this kachori and puri. So then Japanese were bombing that time. So Prabhupada mentions that time, yes, Krishna has come like a bomb. If he wants to kill me, then I will serve in spiritual world. But the whole thing was Prabhupada saying it was artificial inflation of the money, price of money actually. It was not real. Why? Because capitalist. जिसके पास power है, the one who has the might, he has right. So it is like that. Cutthroat competition, insecurity. So that is why the Ishavasya principle is not followed here. But here it is followed. How it is followed in the Varnashrama? Brahman will do his activities. He is not worrying about too much money. He is just worried about what is that Shad Karma? That Dana Pratigraha. Dana Pratigraha. Yes. So this 6 activity is simply worried about that. Okay, I am doing my duty, satisfied. Kshatriya, war, he has to fight against those who are hinsak, those who are rogues, or those who are opposite to the dharma. He has to fight, and then he has to run the kingdom. He has to provide all the facility to his kingdom people. He has to work like a mother and father for king, and queen has to be like mother and father for whole public. So then he has to be, he was a people man. Kshatriya is a people man. Yes, he does not worry about money. But yes, later what happened in India history also, we know a lot of they are sold their character through money only. But Kshatriya, they worry about people. Do people know my importance? Do people are with me? Are they with me? Are they following me? Like one conversation in Ramayana, Dasarath Maharaj, while teaching to Lord Ram that how he should rule, he was saying, your personal talent is not important when you are becoming a king. How many people you are caring for, how many people you are giving food, how many people you are giving facilities, that is more important. Is the whole Ayodhya Vasis, are they happy with you? Are they happy the facility you are providing? Are they happy being with you, or the dharma which you are spreading? So then you should not worry about, okay, I am a Raja, I can take away the kingdom of this place, that place, but how your Praja is living? Oh, Praja, I am simply the winner. And a Praja will live by its own way. No, no, no. So therefore, Kshatriya duty is to make people happy. And then they follow the religion. So then Kshatriya, then the Vaishya, they are worried about producing food. Nobody else is worried about producing food. Kansa was not worried. He knew that Vaishyas are doing, and I will take the tax, and and they will spread the grains. Kansa was also the king, or the Yadus, or even the Kauravas. They were not worried. The things were happening by itself. Then Shudras, they are doing their own duty, because they also know that the king, Naradeva and Bhudeva, Brahmanas are known as Bhudeva, and Naradeva means kings. So kings are the man, god among men, and Bhudeva means the Brahmanas are the god among the all the species. So they are respected by everyone. So all people knew that, oh, Brahman Devata, oh, Raja, Raj Rishi or Raja. So they used to sing the praises of the Raja, and they used to be under them, understanding he is the representative of the Lord. Even Sanatan Goswami says to Nawab Hussain, you are representative of the Lord. Whatever you like to do, do it. You want to kill me, or you want to resign me from job, anything you want to do. Now I will resign myself. So please don't allow me to do your service. Sanatan Goswami said, you are representative of the Lord. Even though he was a cruel, he was barbaric king. So the thing is that the Varnashram system was well established in previous time, and then the Ishavasya principle was followed in this way. Okay. Okay, in the human race, I will discuss other questions later. In the human race should take the Vedic wisdom of Sri Isopanishad and not quarrel over material possessions. One must be satisfied with whatever privileges are given to him by the mercy of the Lord. There can be no peace if the communist or capitalist or any other party claims proprietorship over the resources of nature, which are entirely property of the Lord. The capitalist cannot curb the communist simply by political maneuvering, nor can the communists defeat the capitalist simply by fighting for the stolen bread. If they do not recognize the proprietorship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all the property they claim to be their own is stolen. Consequently, they will be liable to punishment by the laws of nature. See, the communists, they start accusing the capitalists, oh, you have taken away our bread, stolen bread. And the capitalists, they say, they start making political things to gain the position, so that they will have a lot of money, a lot of resources. So capitalists are trying to do some political things, and communists are simply like a beggar. Oh, you have taken away my bread. Okay, give me our bread. Behave equally with all of us. But both of these people, or the system, capitalists and communists, they are not accepting the proprietorship of Supreme Lord. And that is why what is going to happen, all the property they claim to be their own is stolen property. It is a thief. The thievery has been already happened. So Srila Prabhupada used to say, Varnashram was spiritual communism. There is a called material communism, what we learned. Capitalism means jisko anyone wants to become richer by his talent, by his might or anything, he can become rich. And communist means all are equal. Everybody will be provided equal facilities or equal rights, everything. That is communist. But spiritual communism means everything belongs to God. And God has given quota for everyone. God will not divide equal quota, because God knows how much elephant eats and how much ant eats. God has quota for everyone. God is not foolish. But these people are foolish. They don't divide the quota properly. So God is, this kind of system is called spiritual communism. So God has everything. He is a proprietor, and the representative of gods are there, like Kshatriyas and Brahmanas. So under them, then we should learn to obey God. We should start following dharma. That was the earlier system. Nuclear bombs are in the hands of both communists and capitalists, and if they both don't recognize the properties of the Supreme Lord, it is certain that these bombs will ultimately ruin both parties. Thus, in order to save themselves and bring peace to the world, both parties must follow the instruction of Sri Ishopanishad. Yes, otherwise they will kill each other. Srila Prabhupada also says here, Ishopanishad cannot give advice to cats and dogs. Why Prabhupada is saying? Because cats and dogs, they do not understand what is proprietorship. They just fight. Whatever they like, they will fight and they will snatch away. So jiske paas the person or the species which has more power, it will snatch away and other will starve. So this is what happening in today's time also. We find those who want to become richer, they are selling their products. Now the AI system has come. AI, Chat GPT, we are hearing a lot. So then the AI system is going to make more and more number of people unemployed, because now machines will do everything. So who is the winner here? The capitalists are winner. Basically, those who are designing such kind of technology, they will get a lot of money in their pockets, and others will become pocketless, or you can say moneyless. They will have no money. So because this Varnashram system is not there properly, so therefore people are cheating in the name of capitalism or communism. Okay. Yes, Jayanand Krishna Prabhuji, can you read? From here, human beings. Okay. Prasanna Gopal Prabhu, can you read?
Sorry, bro, I cannot read. I'm at public place.
Oh, I'm so
Okay,
sorry,
okay.
Prabhu. I was on mute. Can I read
Okay,
again?
then. Yes, Prabhuji, you can read.
Sorry, I was on mute actually. I was reading, but I was on. Okay.
Okay.
Human beings are not meant for quarreling like cats and dogs. They must be intelligent enough to realize the importance of human life and to realize the aim of human life. The Vedic literature is meant for humanity and not for cats and dogs. Cats and dogs can kill other animals for food, and for that there is no question of sin on their part. But if a man kills an animal for the satisfaction of his uncontrolled taste buds, he is responsible for breaking the laws of nature, and therefore he must be punished. There is a standard of life for human beings which cannot apply to the animal. The tiger does not eat rice, wheat, or cow's milk because it has been given its quota of foodstuff in the shape of animal food. There are many animals and birds who are either vegetarian or non-vegetarian, but none of them transgress the laws of nature as they have been ordained by the will of the Lord. Amongst the living beings, whether animals or birds or reptiles, there is strict adherence to the laws of nature, and therefore there is no question of sin for them, nor the Vedic instructions meant for them. Human life alone, then, is the life of responsibility.
Okay. So here Srila Prabhupada mentioned the tiger does not eat rice. It means in animal kingdom, the ecological system is such balanced that they don't take away the other's quota. Only humans. If humans are there, all ecological system will be disturbed. Humans cannot contribute to the ecology of nature. Humans can only contribute spiritually to the ecology of nature. How spiritually? Means after practicing Krishna consciousness, we go away from this world. That is a contribution to ecology. Because there is only loophole provided in the human form. Other animals, they have to simply eat others and depend upon other animals to for their livelihood. Jiva jivasya jivanam. Okay, they are depending upon other living being. Now, if humans also cultivate the similar kind of things, so see, we also need food. And if we also cultivate the similar kind of tendency that like animals are doing, so then we will also fight because animals are fighting anyway. They are fighting in jungle and we will fight in cities. Yes. Or so these qualities are quite sure to come in us unless we have higher purpose, unless we know how we have to contribute in the ecology, not materially but spiritually. We have to raise our consciousness. Our eating program should not be only to maintain body, but to raise our consciousness. One thing to understand, Lord the proprietor, at the same time, according to the further instructions of Gitopanishad, Bhagavad Gita, it says we have to develop love for God. Yagya sishta shina santo muchante sarva kil vishay. Bhunyate te togham papa pachante atma karanat. Yagya sishta sina santu. So those yagya sishta means which are offered in the yagyas, the bhoga, that yagya sishta, that prasadam after offering, it becomes prasadam, that are eaten by saintly people. And because why they eat? Because this is free from all the sins. And those who eat without offering, they are eating the sin. Krishna mentions very clearly. So now somebody can be vegetarian, it is going to come ahead here. Vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Surely there is sins involved in both. Now Srila Prabhupada, here it mentions that some are vegetarian, some are carnivorous, but none of them transgress the law of nature, ordained by the will of the Lord. But we humans alone is a life of responsibility, and humans are responsible. So we incur karma, and animals, they don't incur karma. Animals, they don't form any reaction for their karma, even though they may transgress by some force of nature, whatever. Like sometimes animals, they can come to the city and they start killing humans or something else. So surely they are again not breaking the nature's law. But we think, okay, they are breaking nature's law. So they will, but still they will not incur any sin. But we, if we go to animal kingdom and start killing, so then we are incurring the natural sins. We are incurring the sin. And we can also see the humans should not eat non-veg because there are reasons for it. Our intestine also is not very small. So when we eat non-veg, it is digested and then it has to be removed immediately because it is not fully digested actually. Animals, when they eat animals by killing others, so then their intestine is very small. They can easily eject it out. Our intestine, it takes a lot of time to eject out. First thing. Second thing, we don't have developed canine teeth. Canine teeth is there. It shows that we can tear apart the flesh. But that's why we are not able to do, so we have opened slaughterhouses, the machines which can tear the body of animals. So we cannot do it, even though we may say that we have canine teeth. How many of us can tear the animal? We cannot do. So we have undeveloped. So these things are there. And another thing, the animals, we humans have a consciousness more than animals, because when we kill, we also feel pain. Yes, animals, when they kill other animals, they don't feel much pain. For them, it's a regular thing. Their consciousness has been covered very much. But for humans, it is not like that. So in this way, and there are many other things also, that how, there's a one called disease called cow mad disease. So in the foreign country, what used to happen in the slaughterhouses, whatever remnants were there after killing the cow, they used to make powder, and then they used to mix it into the fodder of calf, and they used to feed to the calf. Just imagine, अपनी माँ का जो भी बचा हुआ है फ्लैश काटा हुआ, उसको पाउडर बना के बच्चे को खिला दिए. Then these calves, they start getting hole in their brain, and then these calves were sold for killing. And after killing, those who ate the flesh of this calf, they got cow mad disease. Cow mad disease. So how they got cow mad disease? Because the mother was killed, her flesh was fed into the calf, and then calf flesh we are eating. So such a, you can say, heinous kind of activity we have done. So therefore we got the disease. But who's mad? Cow is not mad. We are mad. Cow is not mad. Cow mad disease, they gave the name. Another thing, flu. If people start eating a lot of hen or cock, so then the flu starts coming. Okay, flu. So the nature has its own control. If we are too much troubling the animals, so then it also gives some natural famine, some diseases. Now this corona. So then so many animals, when we, after corona, we got to see in the television, the city of Chinese, where what they were eating. So all kinds of animals, they were at plate for eating. They were sold in the market. Just imagine how much heinous kind of activities are going on. So humans should really control their tongue, Prabhupada says. And it is not, we sometimes people say we are omnivorous, we can eat anything. omnivorous if you compare yourself with animal. But again, it is said you are having higher responsibility. You are not having same kind of traits like animals. You have to do something higher. Therefore, we said, na, we can only contribute in ecology in a spiritual way, not in material way. Okay, animals will leave something, or animals could not kill this animal, so I will kill and eat because there are a lot of tigers increasing, lot of deers increasing in the forest. So let me kill and start eating. What is this? You cannot contribute in this way. You can eat vegetarian, and that offered. We are going to see that. Yes, Prabhuji. What is the question, Janand?
Okay. Prabhu, I have been pondering upon this question, this doubt which is there right from my earlier days of Krishna consciousness. It's like there are people in, like you talked about China. So there are people in China, Japan, Korea. I mean, they are all neighboring, and some are friendly, some are unfriendly countries with us. But then for them, like in their, even for that matter, the whole of Middle East, like for these people, their culture has been of eating all the non-vegetarian food. Okay.
Correct.
I mean, whether they are actually is shastrik, unshastrik, that is a different thing. But their culture has been like right from their children at age itself, they are they eat all these things. So I mean, is it that even being a human category, like we say that there are 4 lakh categories of human beings, like as per the Jiva cycle. So is it that even though these people are humans, but that the consciousness is so degraded that they don't mind eating all this food? Is it only consciousness or is it something else? Because I mean, we don't know because their culture itself, asks them to eat. So I don't know whether they are getting equal amount of sin as they get as compared to a Bharat Parshi who is aware of all these things, still he eats non-vegetarian. I mean, is my question clear,
Okay.
Prabhu?
Yes, okay. I understood. See, here Srila Prabhupada also mentions that one thing is to organize slaughterhouse and start killing the animals. Not considering what to kill, everything we are killing, just to sell into the market and earn a lot of money. So this is totally against the scriptural laws. The scripture mention those who have to eat meat, so they have to go to the Kali's temple and they have to take the chopper and start cutting the neck of the goat or hen or rabbit. And they have to see in the eyes of that animal and start saying mamsa, mamsa, mamsa. Means you become me in next life and then you kill me. It means that I will become you and you kill me. It means. So in that Amavasya night, we are going that, and hidingly means you should not show everyone that I am a meat eater. Like they today they show the hen having this body, and they tell that by eating this hen you will get this much body. So just see. So the what kind of message we are propagating into the society, it is important. One thing, message is everyone can do, and it is so easy. Just go to the market, purchase the meat, eat it. So nice. Everyone is doing. Even brahmanas are doing. This is one culture. Another culture is he's understanding I am a low class person. Everybody disrespects me, or they above people without their mercy I cannot live. So anyway, I have attachment. I will go to the end of the village or where the Kali's temple is there. I will go and cut and I will eat there. So if this kind of system is there, how much wrong things will happen? Because these people will live separately from the society also. Like the Nisad ones are. Nishad. All these people are low class people mentioned in the Bhagavatam. All Chinese and Japanese, all these things. So they have been mentioned, okay, you live on the animals. Okay, you live on the animals. But don't make a slaughterhouse. And animals living means does not mean every day you're eating animal only. That is for a person who does not know what is fruit, what is grains, nothing. If today Chinese and Japanese can produce food, they can eat pizzas, they can eat anything. What is the trouble with them? Then why they are not eating grains? Why they are telling that if animals can eat flesh? It means you have now become little developed, so you know about the culture of outside, so you can eat. So why can't you also try? You can try. See, ऐसा नहीं कि they only eat meat, they eat pizza also. But if you find in the Vedic culture, they have no access only to pizza or pasta or anything. They have to only eat that if it is there. They are very poor people, and they will not spread throughout the kingdom. Arey, it is very tasty. By eating meat is very tasty. Please come, come, come. They will not say like that. So it is all how we propagate it. What kind of understanding we have about dharma. They understand that this is adharma. They also understand this is adharma. But how these people are elevated? These people are elevated when they serve kings, when they serve brahmanas. So through that piety, they get elevated. They understand we are fallen. They live separately. Therefore, why Dronacharya did not taught Astra Vidya to Ekalavya? Because Ekalavya was Nisad. If Eklavya will learn the Shastra Vidya, then he will start fighting with the king, because these people, they also sometimes make unity and they start raising a war, means words against the king and start fighting. So therefore, Dronacharya understood that this person, they are against king, so I should not teach knowledge, otherwise they will fight against king. So that was the reason. So this is all, we can see how much difference is there. The developed society, there also people are provided to eat meat, and undeveloped people in Vedic culture, and now today they are materially very advanced, but they're totally undeveloped. They do not know what do you mean by cat and dog, what do you mean by human, what do you mean by dharma, totally undeveloped. But they still say we are developed countries. Okay na? Yes, Deepali Mataji, yes. What is the
Prabhu,
question?
I have three questions. My first question is, you told about capitalism and communism. So
Yes.
the capitalism, is it means they are fully influenced by ignorance and therefore they are lazy people? And second is communism. So the communism societies, is it fully influenced by passion? So they are very greedy.
No. You are speaking opposite. Capitalism means capitalism, greedy people are there, and communism, they are lazy people. Communism means whatever government will give, we'll take that only. No need to do any kind of work. Government will come and they will till the land and they will give us food. Why we have to go and search for food? Government will give. Don't worry. Government will take care of our electricity bill. Government will take care of our children education. Everything government will take care. We have to simply eat and sleep. That is communism. Then come capitalism. Oh, I have to do everything. I will become most intelligent. I will become most richest. And then I will take away others' wealth. I will take away others' properties. This is capitalism. Both of them are not recognizing that proprietor is Krishna. Both are trying to understand, not doing their duty basically. Both are, one is going into greed, other is going into ignorance. So both are mode of passion or ignorance kind of thing. It is like that. Okay, we'll go ahead
Prabhu,
because the time is less.
One
Yes,
only.
one more.
The last.
Yes, one more.
Yeah. Prabhuji, you gave an example of artificial intelligence, right? Then how we youngsters understand that? Means we are taught to do jobs which are high paying, and we should, and it is ultimately progressing the society, no? So how to understand this communalism and why the varnashram paddhati together?
Varnashram haritoshnam, samsiddhir haritoshnam. If you see the definition of varnashram, which is given in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that atah pumbirduja sreshta varnashram vibhagasah sanusthasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshnam. Why the society has been divided into varna and ashram? For one thing is to make the society run very well, because the head, arms, belly, and legs, they can nicely take care of their own work, and then body is nice. In the similar way, the society will be peaceful and dharma will be nicely going ahead if varnashram is there. People will do their own jobs. They will not fight among each other. Yes. And they will understand that God is there, supreme. He is upon us. He's on us. And he's taking care of all of us. So for haritoshanam, so they will work for the pleasure of God. They will give the result to God. Kshatriya will give his result. Brahmana will give his result, because Brahmana is the main person. He's teaching everyone how they have to connect to God. So the God consciousness is in picture in Varnashrama. In communist and capitalist, there is no picture. God is not focused only. People are sense gratification centered. Huh? Either they are lazy in sense gratification or they are crazy in sense gratification. So, but in Varnashram, the people are obedient to the laws of God. Ishavasya. It is like that. So now we are doing job. We also want money. So then Prabhupada also says that how much percentage we should give to Krishna Institute, how much percentage we should keep. So there should be two accounts: spiritual account, material account. See, money is lucrative for everyone. Everyone is attached to money. What money? Everything one is attached, but money is more dear than honey. Prahlad Maharaj says. So people may stop eating also, but they will they will not stop collecting money. You find many people, they may forget eating, but they will they will start still be ready for earning money. So this attachment is there, and money's attachment is cut by charity. Charity is a dharma for grihasthas. So when they give charity, they understand that already I'm giving this much charity, how much I am having, so why I'm working so hard. But when we keep more, then our greed increases and then we work more. But again, I'm saying in today's society, these things are not balanced, because even somebody has want little, he may have to work a lot, because there are many companies or institutes where people will give this much salary and they make us work like this much donkey work. So society is imbalanced right now. So one has to use his intelligence and balance all these things, but the principle remains the same, that one has to give charity, one has to become Krishna conscious using his money. It is like that. And it is not said that in God's communism system, the people are not rich. Yadus were rich, Kauravas were rich. There were also some Brahmanas who were very poor. There were also Sudras who were workers. Even in God's kingdom, when God was here, the Varnashram system also, people are having less money. They depend upon others. So these things are still there. So we are not negating the fact that we cannot be richer, we cannot earn more money. We are establishing the proprietorship of Krishna, that your money belongs to Krishna. You have to use it for Krishna service. We are not against earning money, but we are against utilizing money for sense gratification. Prabhupada used to encourage many, and it is going to come in future verses, that how we cannot take away activity of the people. We have to engage them in activities so that they slowly get detached from their result, and then later from activities also, and fully dedicate to the Lord. But in the beginning only if you do, then it will be disaster. So we have to balance it. We have to slowly increase our faith in Krishna consciousness, but through Guru Vani, Shastra Vani, and we have to dedicate ourselves. And then these things becomes possible slowly. Okay, we'll go ahead. Yes, Prasanna Gopal Prabhuji, can you read this vegetarianism and prasadam?
Prabhuji, not possible to read.
Okay, okay.
Tomorrow.
Yes. Bhakti Lata Devidasi Mataji, yes. Bhakti Leela, yes, sorry.
Yes, Prabhuji. It is also wrong to consider that simply by becoming a vegetarian, one can save himself from transgressing the laws of nature. Vegetables also have life. One life is meant to feed another life, another living being, and that is the law of nature. One should not be proud of being a strict vegetarian. The point is to be recognized the Supreme Lord. The animal have no developed consciousness to recognize the Lord, but a human being is sufficiently intelligent to take lessons from the Vedic literature and thereby know how the laws of nature are working and derive profit out of such a knowledge. If a man neglects the instruction of the Vedic literature, his life is very risky. The human being is therefore required to recognize the authority of the Supreme Lord. He must be a devotee of the Lord. He must offer everything to the service of the Lord and partake of only the remnant of foodstuff offered to the Lord. That will make him able to discharge his duty properly. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord directly states that he accepts the vegetable foodstuff from the hands of a pure devotee. Therefore, a human being should not only become a strict vegetarian, but he should also be a devotee of the Lord and offer to the Lord all his food and only then partake of the prasadam or the mercy of the God. Such a devotee can properly discharge the duty of human life, and those who do not do so are eating only sins and thus will be subjected to the different types of distress which are the result of various sins.
Okay.
The root of
Okay, we'll discuss now. So, very simple. Srila Prabhupada again mentions here about vegetarianism and prasadam. Yes, so we all know this fact. We have to eat prasadam. Many times devotees also, they pluck some mangoes from trees and they start eating. Again, we have to see, have you recognized the authority of the Lord? Sometimes we become callous in our understanding or in our life that, okay, we are devotees, means we can eat. Krishna knows. I know Krishna is, if you ask the question to devotee, mango belongs to whom? He will surely say Krishna. Then if you ask the next question, has mango been offered? Yes, Prabhu. In mind I offered. Now this can be cheating answer. This can be cheating answer. And this can be true also. Like sometimes like we want to drink coconut milk, okay, coconut water. So then coconut water, if you want to drink, so then you are really very thirsty, you are tired, you go to the market, you cannot start taking the bell and then start offering to the Lord. That we cannot do. That is surely. So then we sometimes say Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. We offer to the Lord in mind and we take. We understand the situation, but this should not become the rule. This should not become the rule. So Lord, we have to understand the authority of the Lord, and therefore we have to ask if any devotee gives something to us, then we should ask, Prabhu, has it been offered? Has it been cooked by a devotee? This is the way we have to learn our culture. But I have seen, unfortunately, even in ISKCON, they sometimes go for some seva and they stay somewhere else and they eat some other restaurant. Then I asked, is it offered food? Oh, we are working for Maharaj, Gurudev, seva. And anything will work. We are focused on seva, not focused on prasadam. So then you are not spiritualizing your eating process. And Shastras are so concerned about eating. Ahar suddho, sattva suddho, sattva suddho dhruva smriti, smriti labdva vipra moksha granthi. You cannot get moksha unless your ahar is suddha, and ahar suddha, then sattva suddhi dhruva smriti. Prabhupada is telling you have to drink milk, you have to offer food, your consciousness is developing to love Krishna, and we make these things secondary. What is important? Seva is important, Prabhu. Okay, we will go and do seva, but our consciousness will not be service oriented. Our consciousness will be bhoga vritti. We will start fighting among each other. I will be showing the statements from other acharyas. If we do not follow these principles properly, then other things come in our life, like chanting mein man nahi lagta hai. Small things matter. Chanting man nahi lagta hai. We start disrespecting food also. We start asking, अरे आज क्या बनाया है, आज थोड़ा मजा हो जाना चाहिए, एकदम अच्छा बनाओ कुछ. हमें ये देखो, प्रसादम is Krishna's, coming from the Krishna's lips or Krishna's saliva is there. At least while sitting in front of prasadam, we should be quite prayerful mood, having prayerful mood that you are allowing me, my Krishna, to honor this prasadam, not to fill my belly only, but to purify my consciousness. If you see the prayers which we sing, that Jadendriya Tahe Kal, Tar Madhya Jivati, Lobh Moya Sudurmati, my the formidable organ, this tongue is very much greedy, very greedy, always wants to eat something. Now Krishna has found out some system how to control the tongue. You eat my prasad. When we start eating, then we pray, Lord, my Lord, I am fallen into this network of illusion because of my senses, and among the senses, the tongue is the most ferocious, most, you can say, uncontrolled. And this uncontrolled tongue, you have given some prasadam to control it. So see, our prayer is what? I am fallen, I am uncontrolled, having uncontrolled senses, and you are purifying me through prasadam. Thank you, my Lord. So we are praying that our consciousness is getting elevated by eating your prasadam. We are purified. So in this mood we are eating. So we are recognizing the Lord's authority, and we are also trying to develop love for him, trying to do devotional service. So that is what Prabhupada is mentioning. Prabhupada was not happy if anybody would eat without offering. Like his Guru Maharaj ate one mango only in childhood, and then he did not eat mango. He said, because I did not offer to Krishna, I have done offense to Krishna. So such an elevated consciousness is there, and we many times miss doing offering. So we should make some in our mind. Prabhupada used to say in some other place, if you at all vow that I will only eat prasadam, then Krishna will protect you always. You are always surrender. This is the first step of surrender. Like in olden days, the wife used to eat the uchishta of husband. Whatever husband leaves aside after eating, the wife. Why? Because the wife has to develop chastity for the husband. The wife has to because what happens? Sometimes husband may be very angry. Sometimes husband may be very much unpleasant mood having. So then the wife has to not. Wife will also not. Who are you? I am also earning. You might be earning little more. What is the problem? I can also do what you are doing. So then we start comparing. But when we eat the jutha, then we understand what we are smaller. In the similar, when we eat prasad, we understand Krishna is big. We are eating jutha of Krishna. We are his servant. So this mood comes actually. That's why earlier there was not much fight. Even fight was there, the wife would understand. This is our home only, and I am small, and I have to remain quiet. Even the fight happens, at last I will be loser. I have to keep my face down. Today, no face down. Everything I will report against you. To Guru Maharaj also I will report. And today it has become a big issues. Anyway, so but we have to learn this thing, this nature of disciple. When he surrenders to Guru, then he understand I am servant of Guru. The nature of wife, the nature of devotee towards the Lord. These all are similar, same concepts. Okay, root of sin versus way to Godhead. Yes. The root of sin is deliberate disobedience of the laws of nature through disregarding the proprietorship of the Lord. Disobeying the laws of nature or the order of the Lord bring ruins to the human being. Conversely, one who is sober, who knows the laws of nature and who is not influenced by unnecessary attachment or aversion is sure to be recognized by Lord and thus become eligible to come back to Godhead. See, Prabhupada is saying one who is sober, knows the laws of nature and is not influenced by unnecessary attachment or aversion is sure to be recognized by Lord. So now we are, till now Prabhupada was saying we have to recognize Lord. Now he is telling how Lord will recognize us. It is important. He is our master. We are his servant. So we have to do certain activities by which he can recognize us, and then he can take us back to God. So what he is expecting, Lord is expecting. Sober. What do you mean by sober? Sober means one has to be patient actually. One has to understand the tattva and understand that things happen with its time. And don't become affected by illusion of the world. Dehinosmini dehe, kaumare jara, tatha dehanta prapti, dhiras tattva muhyati. Dhira means sober. Don't disturb by dualities of the world. Sober person, patient person. He is a knowledgeable person. Second, knows the laws of nature. We have to read what are the laws of nature so that we should not violate the laws. And again, don't become attached or averse. Rag and dvesha. Rag and dvesh, again we should not. Rag dvesh vimuktena indriya visayascharan. So by rag and dvesh, Gita Krishna mentions, if you are in rag and dvesh, so then we will not get the mercy of the Lord. We have to come out of the rag and dvesh. But before that, Srila Prabhupada mentioned the root of sin is a deliberate disobedience. Just see, deliberate मतलब जान बूझ के भगवान के आदेश का अनादर करना, उसको आदर ना देना, जान बूझ के. How? Don't recognize the proprietorship of the Lord. So this is called the root of sin. Root of sin मतलब हम सबका root इधर ही है. अगर ये हमने root को नहीं काटे, if you have not destroyed the root, tomorrow it will again grow. So what is the root? Deliberate disobedience of laws of nature through disregarding the proprietors. मतलब भगवान को proprietor ना मानना ही ये deliberate cause, deliberate. This is a real root of sin. When we don't understand Isha Vasya principle, we are sure to commit sin either today or tomorrow. So therefore, the Ishopanishad, the first verse only is focusing Isha Vasya. Isha, everything belongs to Isha. Okay? Yes, any question? Yes, Prabhuji. Braj Kumar
Prabhuji,
Gurumukh.
just going back to the quota, am I right thinking quota is what is necessary to keep the body and soul together and maintain a simple living? Is that the proper understanding of quota for human being?
Okay, what do you mean by culture? Simple living, high thinking. It is in Varnashrama, the purpose is like that. Either somebody is a king, or somebody is a Vaishya, or somebody is a Sudra, whatever somebody. The goal of Varnashrama was simple living and high thinking. This is the thing. Why simple living? Because simple living means whatever you need, you have. And whatever excess is there, you donate. That is simple living. And you live with the nature. That is simple living. You live with the whatever God has given to you, live with that. That is simple living. Don't do over endeavor out of greed to take away others' property or to earn a lot. Over endeavor, basically. Endeavor is not curtailed, but over endeavor is said not to be done. Ugra karma. And then high thinking means Krishna consciousness. So unless our material life is simple, we cannot do Krishna consciousness very well. Very difficult. Because we all find if our material life is very much complex now, then there is no time for Krishna consciousness. We start blaming Krishna also. Hare Krishna, I worked hard so much, but the result is so minimal. So then why we worked hard? We did not ask Krishna at that time, but result we are asking from Krishna. So we have to be careful in this regard. See, if goal is to go back to Godhead, we all have to decide. Then we have to adjust our path. Shastras are Shruti, they speak one thing. Puranas, they will also speak so many other things. So the Shastras gives a lot of ways here and there, here and there. But the next shloka is going to come, which is going to say, if you don't live through Isha Vasya, then you will go to hell somewhere else. Because Isopanishads are not talking about demigod worship. They are talking about Isha, absolute truth. So those who are karma kandis, they also do a lot of mistake and then they may also go to hell. Because they have no concept of Isha. They have only concept of demigods. But those who come to the stage of understanding Isha, that basically comes in either Jnana Yoga or Karma Yoga. They understand Isha, everything belongs to Isha, so I have to offer my result to Isha. And I have to take whatever Isha has given. That is like that. But Karma Kandi, they don't understand only. They think that everything, Veda Vad Ratha Partha, everything in Veda is meant for sense enjoyment only. Just enjoy life. So enjoyment program has to be connected with God in beginning. And slowly what happens? Bring God into your enjoyment program. Like we are eating prasadam. Prabhupada ji says, Acharya says, never say that don't eat very palatable prasad. No, you eat prasad, palatable, no issue. But offer, you cook at your place, at your home and offer and eat. Prabhupada ji says this. After eating, after working hard so much for making these palatable items, you will start thinking, अरे इतना काम कौन करेगा, इतना बनाने के लिए बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ता है. थोड़ा आराम से भी खा लेंगे तो अच्छा है, थोड़ा कम खा लेंगे तो अच्छा है ना? तो then you start preparing little lesser को, means कम आइटम चालू हो जाएगा. लेकिन आप जब आप होटल में खाओगे, ए इतना पैसा कमा, चलो लेके आओ, तो you will never realize how much hard work is they are doing to cook for you. You never realize how much even it takes some kind of thinking. Like food is cooked now, you have to offer to Lord. So sometimes you start thinking, अरे अभी offering भी बाकी है, अभी खाना बना है, अभी offering भी करना है. इवन ऑफरिंग का भी टाइम हमें याद रहता है, उसको भी 7 मिनट लगेगा, 10 मिनट लगेगा, भगवान भी खाएंगे, फिर प्लेट धोना पड़ेगा, फिर खाना पड़ेगा. मतलब ये दिमाग में घूमता रहता है. तो कई बार लोग बोलते हैं यार मत बनाओ, अभी ऑफरिंग करना पड़ेगा, उसका छोड़ो, आगे चलो, आई विल नॉट ईट बिकॉज देन आई हैव टू ऑफर ना. इट इज गुड देन. we understood now, I have to offer. Many time it happens, like घर में बोला है थोड़ा पोहा बना दे, पोहा कितना टाइम, 10 मिनट, ऑफरिंग 7-8 मिनट, 15 मिनट लग जाएगा, ऑफरिंग फिर प्लेट धोना पड़ेगा 20 मिनट, रहने दो, नहीं चाहिए, चलो आगे चलो. So why? We have understood Krishna has to eat first, then we have to eat. At least it is good. Again, if we are making very feast, good feast, so then you again think, okay, now today some festival should be there, because unless festival is there, I should not make my own festival कि चलो आज मेरा मन है तो हम फेस्टिवल मनाते हैं. कृष्णा का फेस्टिवल है कोई है तो हम बनाएंगे अच्छा और कृष्ण को खिलाएंगे. तो देन वी कीप कृष्णा इन सेंटर. ओके, आज कुछ भगवान का कुछ त्योहार है क्या? हाँ, आज आज ये वाला त्योहार है, आज इस आचार्य का जन्मदिन, चलो इस आचार्य के जन्मदिन पे खुशखबरी, चलो अच्छा सा बना के प्रसाद खाते हैं. तो देन यू kept God or his devotee in center. Otherwise, what today my feeling is that we should cook very nice. Okay, that is also not disregarded, but I'm saying that how we can spiritualize our consciousness slowly. This is the way to spiritualize consciousness. God never says that don't eat, don't do, but God is worried about our progress in spiritual life. Because once this human life is gone, then Asurya namate loka. Without Ishavasya, then we are thrown into the darkest region of hell. We lose a lot. It is like that. Okay.
Thank you.
So we'll go ahead. Yes, Kishore Madhav Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Prabhu, a lot of vegan people say that we should still not eat milk or any byproducts of milk, basically. So defending that becomes at times difficult for us, basically, because our ISKCON or other movement is very centered about milk and other products.
This is very, very important to drink cow's milk. Without cow's milk, Prabhupada many places mentions. See, vegans are not our acharyas. They have little knowledge. They will not stop cow killing, but they will stop cow drinking. See, why I should protect cow? The human should also have some interest. Okay. The most purpose is the miraculous food is a milk. Miraculous food. जादू वाला food क्या है? Milk. Milk से आप 1000 products बना सकते हो. मिल्क से आप यज्ञ कर सकते हो, सब कुछ कर सकते हो, घी बना सकते हो, क्या क्या नहीं बना सकते. So when you have also certain thing to get from cows, then you will work for cow protection. Na? See, these kind of philosophies, na, simply do seva. A human being has to understand, cow is not a spiritual being. Cow is also material being. And we are also material being right now. Yes? So there is a connection God has made. Like demigods also material, connection is there, yagya, you do yagya. If demigod will not give you anything, why I will do yagya for him? Simple na question. Why I have to waste so much of my ghee and so much brahmanas, I have so many, I have to call them, they will chant mantra. Why? Unless there is some result, why? If I'm chanting, no result is coming, then why I should chant? The question should be like that. Na? So these vegan people are no dimag. Let them say whatever they have to say. They don't know the Vedic culture. The cow, her milk has to be drunk. Like nowadays, the mothers, they don't feed milk to their babies. Now this whole system of milk, drinking the milk of mother has come from cow only. Vatsa. So we drink cow's milk, and small baby drinks the mother's milk. So this whole system is there. How can these vegan people know what is the Vedic culture, what is the system derived by the God? So therefore, no need to defeat them. You tell them you don't drink milk, and tomorrow you become Rakshasa, you demons, whatever you become, and we will try to go back to Godhead. We are following God's laws. Krishna was herding cows. Was he not drinking milk? He was also drinking milk. He was also feeding other cowherd boys. So milk is important for our brain tissue. Prabhupada is mentioned so many times. If you do not drink milk, you cannot practice spiritual life. This is very, very important thing, because you will become heated up in many arguments. You don't understand spiritual concepts properly, because the brain tissue will not be sensitive to understand spiritual matters. Therefore, Prabhupada is telling na ki Brahminical culture, cow protection, Brahminical culture, cow protection. Again. So cow protection means we have to drink the milk of mother cow, we have to care for her, we have to worship her, everything we have to do. So there is a symbiotical relationship. We feed and she gives milk. Like that. So we should not listen to these people anyway. Okay, now 10 minutes is there. So we'll go to the next chapter.
Prabhuji, there's a question from someone, from Madhava Harinam.
Yes, Sri Gangaputra Prabhuji. Yes. What is the question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, actually, we see that nowadays there are so many varieties of cows also. Like there are Gauran cows, Desi cows. So like what we recommend to devotees is to drink Gauran cow milk. But nowadays it is very difficult. We live in a cities. We purchase either packet or we save some person to bring it, but we don't know what type of milk they are giving. So what is your practical suggestion for this?
See, Falena Parche. This time I went to Welgaon. I asked Bhakti Swami Maharaj himself. People are living in city. Okay, what they're drinking? Do they not need milk? They also need milk. Now, A2 milk is important. Means domestic cow, देसी गाय का दूध पीना चाहिए. Now this is a lecture on cow. Now देसी गाय का दूध पीना चाहिए, which is good for health. जो जर्सी गाय है वो दूध है ही नहीं वो. That is a dangerous. That will cause us disease. Even scientifically proven. Now in city, how to get it? So some adjustment has to be done. Means some people come together and then they purchase the land and they keep 5-6 cows, and they start in cities also it can happen, and then they have to keep contact with some gosala man, that if the number of cows increases you have to hand over the cows, so that the number you cannot keep more because cows number start increasing. So what happens, we in city we have unstable situation, I know, but we cannot stop drinking milk, otherwise we cannot practice Krishna consciousness. Sometimes people think, "Arey, milk kya?" Like even in our ashram, many times, many brahmacharis start forgetting drinking milk. Means they forget only. So see, why Prabhupada is focusing too much on milk, 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 milk. Milk is important. And again, purport here it is mentioning. In our childhood, our mothers used to feed milk. Anyway, if you don't drink milk, they used to beat us. They used to beat us. Drink milk. Even in our Gurukulas, we used to tell children, if you don't drink milk, at least drink this much. इतना नहीं पीना, इतना पियो, थोड़ा तो पियो, पीना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि दूध पीने का आदत डालना है. This is very, very important thing. Prabhupada says cow milk is the blood of cow, but it is in a gentle. It's more in a you can say civilized way to say. We are also drinking the blood of cow, but in a civilized way. And these people are killing the cow into slaughterhouses. They are eating flesh and drinking blood. That is uncivilized way. So it is also blood of cow. So we can arrange something when we see what is important in our life now. Then we have to plan for it. We have to plan for it. Even though sometimes it taxes us more, we have to plan for it. Nothing can be done. Otherwise, then we depend upon outside. जो भी दूध देगा हमें पीना पड़ेगा, क्या है उससे फिर बीमारी होगा, ये होगा वो होगा. So are we focused कि I have to drink milk first thing? Then if you are focused, then you have to find out somewhere किधर से मिल जाए अच्छा दूध. I remember in our families also, our father used to go search who is a very good milkman, from where we can stand there and then he can take out the milk and then he can give to us. So we are very much conscious. So it is like that. If Prabhupada is mentioning and Vedas also says that we have to drink milk, then it is no second thing. We should drink milk. It makes our subtle body very much suitable for understanding God consciousness, subtle body or mind, other things. Okay, and there is also chances of respect for the cows. When you drink the milk, you can respect her because you are taking something from her. You can respect her cow dung. Nowadays people don't touch cow dung. Hey, it's smelling bad. They don't touch cow dung. They don't touch cow urine. So we don't have respect for cow because we are not taking anything from her. We don't need anything from her. So it is like that. So let us develop respect for the cows and understand our necessities. Has been made by nature. Okay. Okay, done, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I cannot make the whole solution here. I know, because the whole solution cannot come here. One has to find out one's own initiative, and depending upon one's faith, one has to find one's own initiative and go ahead. There
Surely
is
we
no.
can try Prabhuji for this.
Yes.
Sorry,
Urban
Prabhuji,
yes, Prabhuji.
there is a question in the chat box. Been there for a while.
How to know what is our quota in our daily practical life? Okay. Yes, person to person quota in everything. Like in food, quota we discussed, prasadam we have to eat. Okay. In money, we have to with honor we have to earn money. In honorable jobs should be there. Prabhupada used to say Brahmanas are running rickshaw. This is not his job. His job is to read scripture and teach scriptures. So, okay, honestly earning money, honorably earning money, and then spending 50% for God's service and 50% for his own sustenance. This is one thing Prabhupada mentions. And then when property, what is the don't encroach upon others' property. Like Duryodhana, he was encroaching upon others' property. So then the system is like the elder brother gets the kingdom. In previous time the things were like that. If he was capable, then the king, when he gets down from the post, then he hands over to the eldest son. Yes, this was the system earlier. So we may say how much it is relevant today. The whole property is divided among equal. Okay, that is one thing. But the king, the post position also, it is like that. We have to follow some certain system. Then comes our speech, how we have to speak. Everything quota is there. Means quota means what? Quota means what is sanctioned for you and what is sanctified for you. Sanction क्या किया है भगवान ने? Quota means what is religious, what is spiritual, both. Like prasadam should be vegetarian. This is sanctioned by God. But sanctified means it is offered to Krishna, that is sanctified. Means religious plus spiritual is meant for humans. Now in every activity you see, whether it is religious and whether it is spiritual, then it is your quota. Like somebody is taking away the flowers from others' garden. Now it is not religious, it is a thievery and offering to Krishna. Spiritual, but not religious. So it's not your quota. See whether it is a religious and sanctified, or you can say spiritual, both. Because as Prabhupada mentions, we have to recognize the proprietorship Krishna by understanding what is religious and what is spiritual for me, both. So in this way, we can derive out what is my quota, how much I have to earn money. Earning money, I already discussed. What I have to talk to others, what kind of austerity I have to do. Therefore, it is told in Krishna consciousness, austerity should not be to show off to others. Austerity should be for spiritual elevation. So see, austerity is mentioned, it's a religious. Then spiritual means don't show off. Try to elevate your consciousness. Please, Krishna. So then it is your quota. Do your quota. This is what you have to do. So in everything, it is there. Quota is there. Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Yes, Sri Ganga Putpuji. Yes. What is the question?
No, Prabhuji, it's done.
Okay, done. Okay, then time has also ended. So we'll again meet tomorrow. Any question anyone has?
Prabhuji,
Yes.
Mukundabad Das. So, Prabhuji, tomorrow there is a Snan Yatra festival in our temple. So, our lecture will start at scheduled time, or it will be shifted?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we have to discuss with Adi Bhagwan Prabhu.
Okay.
He's organizing.
Sorry, Prabhuji. What is that tomorrow?
Snan Yatra, it's saying.
Oh, okay. Okay, I will check with Adi Bhagwan Prabhu and then I will come.
Okay.
Sheila
Prabhu,
Prabhu.
just a suggestion, as Prabhuji rightly brought it up. Is if it is fine, please prepone it by an hour so that we'll be done, because 1 o'clock. I mean, I don't know. Many of us might be having Shiva. At least I have it. So, anyways, I was thinking of joining only for 1 hour tomorrow. So, if it can prepone, then perhaps for all. or maybe you can check with Adi Bhagwan Prabhu and take a call.
Yeah, okay, I will check, Prabhuji. Yeah, thank you.
शील प्रभुपाद की जय। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। शील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
कृष्ण।
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna,
so much,
Dalvat
Prabhu.
Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very thoughtful.
Hare Krishna, Dalvat Pranam.